Hey guys, welcome to Biscuits Total War. This is Biscuits giving you an epic 3 versus 3 online commentary for 31k on Rome Total War. Now the next couple of videos that I'm going to be putting up on my channel are actually going to be involving obviously myself, but they're also going to be involving a new recruit that we've got for the Heaven Clan, and that guy is Zerberus. Now you might have recognised the name Zerberus from my earlier videos that I had on the channel, or you may play a lot of Rome Total War online and come across Zerberus. Well, at the beginning of December, I'm very glad to say that Zerberus joins the Heaven Clan, and since joining we've had an absolute string of great victories, and I'm planning on putting up a couple of them online so you guys can check it out. Also I've had 1 or 2 crushing defeats, and of course they will go up as well. So we'll put the good, we'll put up the bad, and we'll put up the ugly battles so you guys can sit back, watch, enjoy, laugh at us, and see how we manage to do. Well, in today's replay we've got myself, I'm playing as the Greeks, and we've got Zerberus who plays as the SPQR. Zerberus only plays as the SPQR. I think it's really rare that you see him use any other Roman faction or any other faction. It is SPQR, that's it. And then we've also got Heaven at Lucius-C-Sulla from my clan, and he's using the Julii. So it's 3 Heaven members, and we're going to be fighting up against, we've got Pompey from the Brotherhood clan, an absolutely superb player. We have got PrinceKoala, a German player who's got his own YouTube channel, which I'll put a link to in the description, so if you do get a couple of moments you might want to go and check it out. And we've also got another German player here, this Lordofthelegion. Again, I'll put a little link to his channel so you can check it all out. So let's get the battle started. Let's put this on double speed because it's quite a long battle, and I want to make sure that we cut the fat out basically. Actually it's quite a short battle, saying that I'll put it onto normal speed. I'll just let you know exactly what my build is. I've got a bunch of Spartans here. I've actually got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 gold Spartans, and then I've got 5 gold attack Spartans, and you'll see why I've done that in a few moments. And then the rest of my money I've gone for a bunch of Cretans, and I think these are pretty much gold attack. The thing I've done with these Cretans, I've spread them out. They're actually in long line formations. They're only 2 deep, and I've got no cab, so I can't really support these Cretan archers. But because they're so kind of spread out, it's going to be a right pain in the ass for any cavalry units to try and chase them down, because they're just all over the place. And to learn this kind of little tactic, I'm copying this off one of the Greek members. I noticed they did this a few times with their slingers in their Cretan archers, and I found that a right pain in the arse to try and chase down. So I've basically copied their tactic, and I've done that. So if you're watching Cleo or Diomedes, thanks very much. I copied this idea from yourself. So let's get back to it. So I've chosen the Greeks. Now historically speaking, when you go for the Greeks, a good counter is the Carthage. And what you'll notice in this replay, you're going to see Carthage basically trying to follow me. Wherever I go, Carthage are going to be there, or wherever Carthage go, Lucius is going to try and follow. So I don't know if you guys have ever watched Benny Hill, but you almost need to put some Benny Hill music on whilst you watch the Greeks and the Macedonians and the Carthaginians run around the battlefield trying to chase one another, trying to get into a decent formation and trying to get in front of the appropriate opponent. Pompey standing still, he's going to pretty much anchor his army here, whilst the other guys pretty much trying to follow us around the place. So I'm moving my guys further around, and what you'll notice that Carthage, they're going to try and cut me off, they're going to try and get to where I am. And Zerberus in the SPQR, he's also going to follow me. So both of our armies are running over here. Pompey's going to move his army around the sides, and Lucius is going to follow this. So we're trying to kind of outmaneuver one another at the moment. But whilst this is all going on, I've still got my archers, and I'm firing my archers into the back of these guys. I'm trying to get a few cheap kills here and there with my archers. Pompey's getting to a decent formation here. Now Pompey's made a bit of a blunder here. He's left his peeler on fire at will mode. Now I didn't notice this until I watched back the replay, but you notice this. My Cretans, this wasn't purposely done, but I've accidentally ran them into line here, and all of a sudden Pompey starts throwing all of his peeler into these Cretans. I love to say I did that purposely, but that was an absolute fluke. I didn't know I realised I did that, but Pompey basically lost a few volleys of peeler wasted on these Cretan archers. So he's now going to manoeuvre his guys. He's going to try and aggressively punch forward into Lucius, but Lucius has got his cav supporting, and he's got Zerberus' cav supporting, so it's going to be really hard for Pompey to push through. In the meantime, both myself and Zerberus here, we're manoeuvring our infantry backwards and forwards here, trying to get into a decent formation, trying to get a nice place, so we're going to be fighting the appropriate people. I want to fight the Romans, Lucius wants to fight the Carthaginians, and we're going to basically going backwards and forwards. But whilst we're doing this, our archers are shooting at these cav units here and there, trying to kill as many as possibly we can. Whilst this is going on, Pompey's trying to push forward. He's going to try and smack straight into Lucius here, because Lucius hasn't got much infantry. It's all kind of spread out. So Pompey might be able to get the upper hand here, but if he does push too far forward, we will be able to beat him when it comes to cav battle. Let's have a look what's going on here. So both myself and Zerberus are moving even further away from Lucius, and the infantry, the Carthaginians, the Brutii, they're all following us here. They've got this massive gap now that's forming up. Now it looks like Lordofthelegion is going to take advantage of that now. He's going to try and push into this gap and probably give Pompey a hand to try and take out Lucius. I've seen that, so I'm now going to pull my infantry right into the centre here. Again, I'm going to try and plug that gap and make sure that Lordofthelegion can't support Lucius. Because I'm now moving my infantry, as you can see now, the Carthaginians, they're going to move their infantry to attack. Now, I'm going to pause this for 2 seconds, just so I can show you the logic behind my formation. So, when it comes to attacking the Carthaginians, gold attack Spartans aren't going to do much against the Carthaginians, because Carthaginians got really awesome defense stats. But what they can do, the Spartans, if you have them on gold and on a deep formation, they can either hold their ground or they should be able to beat the Carthaginians. So if you have a look at my formation, I've got 1, 2, 3 rows here of 3 lots of gold Spartans. Now these are going to be designed to take on these Carthaginians. These row of gold attack, they're going to be used to take on the Brutii. So we'll see exactly what happens here. So the Carthaginians see my army, they're probably going to push forward into it. And have a look, all of these peeler from Zerberus, they're throwing it straight into these guys now. These urbans have been absolutely shredded here. And now what I'm going to do, I'm going to peel off these 5 gold attack Spartans, send them all the way over here to help out with Zerberus. So they're being peeled off here. I've split my army into 2 groups, and I'm going to get these gold ones here, and I'm going to defend the flank here for Zerberus and let these guys come towards me. I'm going to pull these guys back and cause the Carthaginians to move forward, and as they move forward, they're going to get their flanks, they're going to become really vulnerable. I haven't told Lucius this, but Lucius has read the battle really well. He's now going to send in all of his urbans into this flank. I've pulled back my gold guys, and now these gold attack guys are now going to be attacking aggressively on these Brutii guys here. I'm now going to pull back these Spartans. These guys have now got wedged between Zerberus and Lucius' guys. I'm going to pull these Spartans around, sneak them around, and we're going to go for Pompey here. So we've managed to be successful in what we wanted to do. My Spartans are pushing forward into these urbans, because these Spartans should be able to munch up the urbans, their gold attack, take off the defensive mode, put the phalanx down, and just basically go and attack, and they should be able to munch up these guys. In the meantime, these Carthaginians, they've basically been snagged up on these urbans, He's going to try and get his guys back over here to try and attack these guys. But whilst this is going on, all of my Cretans here, they're all shooting the backs of these guys. We're knocking down these Carthaginians, so it's looking pretty good here. If we have a little zoom in here, my guys, my pikes should be going up any second. Yep, pikes are going up so that Zerberus can go with a nice little cav charge. So we've managed to punch a hole through here, and now we're going to use these Spartans to keep on pushing, and we should be able to wrap up this flank really nicely. Over here, my gold attack Spartans were coming around this side. Pompey seeing this, who's going to pull back his urbans. He's going to run them away to try and attack over here. Now, the next thing that the Carthaginians have done, their guys are all individually separated. They should be in one nice line, but because they're separated, these urbans are going to be able to sneak in the gaps here and take them out. My Spartans are now going to push straight into Pompey's forces. Over here, the battle is really kicking off. We've got both as Lucius's cav coming in for some really crunching attacks here. My guys are now switched to flame attack. We're going to be shooting everything in here, lowering the morale for the enemy. My Spartans are going to be pushing forwards with all of these airmen supporting them. In comes Lordofthelegion. He's going to try and push through, but here we go. He's going to get absolutely slapped by all of these Zerberus' cav. In comes Lucius's cav. It's an absolute killing fest here. All of these guys are now going to be routing. My guys are flaming them. There we go, mass routed. Lordofthelegion's been taken out. Pompey's pretty much been taken out. Now that we've managed to really punch a hole through the centre here, we can now cause a lot of havoc on all of these infantry units here, because they've now got hardly any cav. We've got the cav supremacy, we've got the infantry supremacy, and we've also got the missile supremacy. So we're going to take out all of these units. They've routed, they probably will come back, but it doesn't really matter too much because their morale is going to be rock bottom. The general was routed, there's nothing much they can really do. Lucius's cav and Zerberus' cav are just going to go around the battlefield now, hacking down the enemy, killing them wherever they possibly can. My guys are still pushing forward against the remains of this Lordofthelegion Brutii infantry. Over here, because my guys are gold, they can hold the ground against these Carthaginians. They're not going to do too much damage against them. At this stage, I tell my ally Zerberus to come and support me here, because my guys won't be able to hold the line for too long against all of these Carthaginian units. So in comes Zerberus, sending in the cav. It's going to slap straight back into the back of these guys. In comes Lucius's infantry, and there we go. Mass panic, mass rout. Absolutely been obliterated. Nice little teamwork there on behalf of the Heaven guys. So one of the guys is throwing in the towel. Really was superb play on Zerberus' behalf. Superb play with Lucius there reading the battlefield, managing to snag up the Carthaginians so that I could use my infantry to go and attack the Romans. So I hope you guys enjoy that. Hope you guys managed to see how I did my little formation of my Greeks there. So basically I split up my army into two sections. One section was going to go towards the Carthaginians if needed, and the other section was going to go towards the Urbans. If we have a look at the kills, both Lucius and Zerberus got a really good amount of kills, nearly 1500 kills each, so it's exactly what they should be doing. I got in a decent 1200 kills. Sadly, Lordofthelegion only got about 700, Pompey about 538, and PrinceKoala about 450 kills. So the reason why I put up that replay was so you can see Zerberus at work. Zerberus kicking ass because he's now joined the Heaven clan. I'm very glad to see him with us. So if you're watching this, Zerberus, thank you very much for joining the clan. And hopefully you got to see how I use my pikes there, how I use my archers. So something new to some of you guys there. So all the best. Thanks so much for watching. Please guys, leave a little comment, thumbs up. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and don't forget to check out PrinceKoala and Lordofthelegion's channel. I'll put a little link in the description so you guys can go and check it out. This is Biscuits signing off, wishing you all the best, and I'll catch you guys soon, okay? Bye now.